Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, I'm a geek. You are watching Kevin the Geek, and quite frankly, I had a bunch of comments. When I did, what was it, about January time, I did my documentary, a reaction to a documentary about Queen, called Champions of the World, or something. I got told one thing, and then other people question me like, you need to get the title right on whatever you're watching. And then, of course, in all the comments, call yourself a Queen fan if you've never seen live. Yeah, I had quite a few comments like that. So, with this year being the 40th anniversary of Live Aid, what better time is there than to watch arguably what is considered by many to be the greatest live performance by any performing artist ever in history. Some bold claims. Can Queen live up to it? I mean, Queen most certainly probably can. So I'm really excited for this. I am a big Queen fan, but I've never really watched them live. The closest in theory that I have come to seeing it live is the musical We Will Rock You, and I will talk about that a bit more at the end because I've got some things to say about that. But for now, let's just check out Queen at Live Aid. Now, I'm not claiming to be any kind of major performer or anything like that, but I can look at something, and I think I can talk about stage presence and vocal qualities and stuff like that. So I'll do my best. I'll try not to preach to you anything, but let's enjoy it as well. Oh, the control of those vocals. Oh, okay. That's different. Oh, okay. So normally, that's interesting. Normally, that part of the song kind of it rises up, it goes up a couple of notes. Back again this time tomorrow. Carry on. It goes up normally. That's something that they'll often have to do when they're performing live. You're like, sometimes you got to bring it down. You can't do it exactly as you do in the studio. Too late. My time has come. And shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Oh, you do something different there? Again, put it offshore. Oh yes. Oh, Brian, bringing those beautiful guitars. Okay. I can forgive them for cutting out that. That would have been insane to do live. Can you imagine if they were trying to do that live? Oh, here we go. This is Freddie. That is Freddie's His most Freddiness? Is that even a word? I don't know, I'm claiming it. Bing! 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 No, dude, you make us feel like we can fly.
So don't become some background noise, a backdrop for the girls and boys who just don't know or just don't
Oh, she's loving it.
and just don't play when you're not there. You had your time, you had the power, you get to have your finest hour. Radio. Everybody, all we hear, Radio Gaga.
Oh, just look at that. Oh, the audience in syncopation.
All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Gaga,
Radio was you.
Radio. Someone still love you.
Yeah.
We watch the shows, we watch the stars on videos for hours and hours. We hardly need to use our ears. Our music changes through the years. Let's hope you never leave our friend. Like all good things, on you we depend. So stick around, 'cause we might miss you when we go time. On all this visual, had your time, you had the power, you get to have your finest hour.
Radio.
All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Guru, Radio Gaga. All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Guru, Radio Gaga. All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio blah blah. Radio was you. Radio, someone still love you.
Oh. Dude, now you're showing off. God. What I would love to know, if there's anybody watching who happened to have been there at Live Aid, at that concert, tall ask, I know, 40 years on, but if you happen to have been there and you are, in fact, watching this, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know what it was like being there, even if you were right at the very back, because there's something about Queen's music that just carries, and the way that he delivers the vocals, which are always on point, way more than I could ever hope to achieve. I could barely hold a tune, but the way that he delivers it, and the power, the passion, the precision, the vibrato that he's got on his voice is a joy to behold. That's one thing I pride myself in. I can do a pretty good vibrato with my voice, but again, Freddie's just beyond amazing. And of course, do not forget the rest of it, of course. Oh, goosebumps. All right. God, now that is showing off. That's amazing. Oh, yes! My favourite Queen song, and I think the most underrated, or possibly one of them. There's so many that are underrated. Don't care at all. Hammer to fall.
Every night, every day, a little piece of you is falling away. Lift your face, the western wave. Try your line and play that game. To the end, a static covers it all. Till one day they call your name. Then it's time for the
Hammer to fall.
rich or poor or famous, fire to the soul. Say,
There's another little alteration. I'm fine with it.
let your door close, rain is falling through your window pane.
Gotta save your voice.
Baby, now your troubles are in vain.
Yes. So I love how just cool he looks there. He's like, I'm shredding this guitar, but I'm just so cool.
You'll be up tall and proud in the shadow of the mushroom cloud. The beast our voices can't be heard. Just wanna scream it
Louder and louder and louder.
What the hell we fighting for? Just surrender and it won't hurt at all. Just got time to say your praise. Then it's time for the hammer to fall. Going to fall.
Oh, he's just, oh, I love it. I love that he's just giving every band member their own moment, because the problem is I'm trying to think how to word this. Yeah, right. I'm trying to think how to word this and not sounding disrespectful. Okay, when people think of Queen, they think of Freddie Mercury. There's no getting around that. And the problem is that for some people, without Freddie, you have no Queen. And to a certain point, I do feel that way. Like Adam Lambert, who comes in, I've seen a few of the performances that he's done, with Brian May and everyone. And for me, I don't think it doesn't quite work. And the reason for that is Freddie was a man of the people. That's what I've always gauged from seeing Freddie, from seeing clips of him talking, hearing him perform. He is for the people. Adam Lambert, to a certain degree, for me, and you're welcome to disagree with me, but he feels that sometimes that he's trying to emulate Freddie to be the star, when in reality, when it comes to Queen, the music is the star. Freddie and Brian and everyone, they are just the voices and the faces of it. The music is what it is. The fact that I could be listening to all this wonderful music 40, 50, 60, 70 years later after it was originally created it's amazing to be able to share the joy that Freddie and everyone gave at that time. And Freddie, for me, he's given everything for the band. It's not all about him. Yes, he is a big part of what makes Queen great, but he's allowing the rest of the band to shine through as well. That's my viewpoint with that.
This next song is only dedicated to beautiful people here tonight. It means all of you. Thank you for coming along.
There you go. He's a man of the people.
And making this a great occasion.
This thing called love.
I just can't handle it, this thing called
love.
I must get round to it and wait.
Crazy little thing called love.
This thing
Called love.
it cries.
It cries.
It'll cradle all night.
It swings.
It jives.
It jives.
Shakes all over like a jellyfish. You gotta like it.
Crazy little thing called love.
There goes my baby. She knows all around. She drives me crazy. She's been all over the road.
Gotta be
cool. Relax.
relax.
Get ahead.
Get ahead.
Get on my track. Take a backseat.
Backseat. Hitchhike.
Take a long ride on my back. And you're ready.
Hey, ready.
Ready to go.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Wah, 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 wah. Relax. Get it. Get on my track. Take a back seat. Hitchhike. Take a long ride on my motorbike till ready. Bring a little thing of love. Call love. Yes, take it, Brian. so cool. Oh, if you hadn't guessed, that is one of my favourite songs, and that is one of the songs that, like, if I'm going to do a bit of karaoke or something, or if I'm asked to do a bit of a gig or something, that is pretty much always going to be my number one go-to song. I've had various songs over the years. You know, for a while it was always a bit of Meatloaf and stuff like that. Crazy Little Thing I love. I think it suits me and my range better than it does for some other stuff. But I love that sort of rock and roll vibe, and because that song in particular, you know, it kind of harkens back to sort of a little bit of like your 50s rock and roll, which again is an era that I absolutely freaking love. I was definitely born like 2 generations, even 3 generations too late, because a lot of my musical tastes are much, much, much older than I am in real life. Oh.
Yeah, do it. I like it. Sing it again. We will rock you. One more time. We will rock you.
And one of the most iconic drum beats ever. And it's such a simple.
I paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few.
Oh.
I've hit my share of sadness in my past, but I've come through. We are the champions, my friend, and we'll keep on fighting to the end.
Oh. And he did, didn't he?
We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers.
Oh, that was a slightly different harmony line. I wasn't expecting that one. I like that one.
I've taken my vows and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all.
You're speaking from the heart
It's
there.
been a bed of roses. No pleasure true.
Oh,
I consider it a challenge to follow human ways. We are the champions, my friend, and we'll keep on fighting to the end.
oh.
We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers. Yes, we are the champions. We are the champions, my friend. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Oh.
Damn! Oh. You're just soaking it all in. God damn! God damn, damn. What's this? Okay, this portion of the video unfortunately has been blocked. So this this little clip of the end of the Live Aid performance, which was sort of the end of the night, where kind of Freddie Mercury and Brian May did an extra performance. That one isn't available for the YouTube. It got copyright, and literally the whole video got blocked as a result of it. So I've taken this little snippet out of it to put in with a video. So I'm going to put the link in the video description for this little section if you want to watch it. Otherwise, you can just carry on, and I'll go and give my roundups in just a moment. That was really unexpected. Okay, I'm going to need to look that up now, because that, I'll be honest with you, is not a song that I'm familiar with. So I wonder whether that was maybe something that was written for Live Aid. No, it wasn't. It was originally released on their 11th studio album. God damn! In 1984, played at every Queen concert from 84 to 86 and was part of the finale at Live Aid in 1985. It was written in Munich after Freddie Mercury and guitarist Brian May watched the news of poverty in Africa. Mercury wrote the lyrics, May wrote the chorus, and made small lyrical contributions. Damn. That was a beautiful song, and I'll be honest with you, I don't recognise it. I really don't recognise it. I mean, I just want to check now, how many studio albums did they actually have? So the Works, that was 11, so 12, 13, 14, so 15 official studio albums by Queen. Mental, absolutely mental. But that just shows, doesn't it, that Queen truly has a legacy, and a legacy that I struggle to think can really be compared. Now, I want to try checking something here. I've got my thoughts on here, but I want to see something. So give me 1 second.
A few moments later.
Okay, so what I've just done is I've yeah, and this may be going to cause some big arguments in the comments. But what I've done, because I've always been of the opinion. And granted, I'm probably quite secluded, and I've probably not watched as many artists as maybe I should do, particularly in terms of live performances. But Queen, I've always thought from what I have seen of Queen's performances live, it always feels that you have to argue it's up there as one of the best artists to perform live in terms of their vocal performances, in terms of their stage presence, about the production values, about everything. So what I've just done is I've asked ChatGPT, so I've asked AI to give me the top 10, or what it believes is to be the top 10 artists. And there's some interesting ones on there, I'm not going to lie. Some of which I have seen live kind of portions of, some I haven't. So, number 1, Queen. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some interest as to whether anyone thinks that anyone tops Queen or not. I don't know. Number 2 is an interesting one. I did not expect this, maybe A, to be on the top 10 at all, let alone second. And that's apparently Beyonce, according to AI. You'd be the judges of that. Then we've got Prince. Then Michael Jackson. I mean, to be fair, Michael Jackson feels like that is one of the ones that would be the closest, probably in rivalry to Queen. Maybe other than the Beatles, who aren't actually on this top 10 list, because again, like there's something about the Beatles. I've seen some clips of them performing, and I don't know whether it's the audience that sort of elevates them, but they always seem pretty good. Bruce Springsteen, David Bowie. One that I have seen live, Pink, and I would agree, like her performances and her stage presence, production values is incredible. I wouldn't necessarily say her as an artist I'm the biggest fan of, but the way she delivers her live performances, absolutely, at least would probably make my personal top 10. Then you have Lady Gaga. Yeah, again, not my cup of tea, I'd say. I don't personally agree with that one. Hey, but this is AI. James Brown is one that I've never actually seen any clips of performing live. So if anyone has any suggestions, maybe I'll check some out. And the other one is BTS, who I don't know, and apparently in theory should do that. They're a modern one. They're sort of like they're apparently what they call J-pop or something, which again I've never. Oh, sorry, K-pop, not J-pop. And they're from like Korea or something. Like I'm not really au fait with modern music. I'll be completely honest with you. But the Queen, the way that Freddie delivers the songs for me is fantastic. Particularly when it comes to his vocal range. And obviously everyone always makes a big thing about his 4-octave range, everything like that, and I get that. That is good. But what I really, I think, appreciate with him is how strong he's able to be in his vocals when he's going into the higher ranges, and the level of control that he's still keeping it in the chest voice, in his, because this is a big thing when it comes to singing, it's the head voice and the chest voice. And I will be the first to admit that I'm not a great singer anyway, you go by any stretch of imagination, but I don't really have a head voice. I don't really have that. I don't know what it is. I struggle to go into the higher ranges. I don't know why. I just struggle with it. So, but then you have other people that on the flip side, they can go high, but they have to go into the head voice, and that's where it loses the punch, I think. Because when you're delivering a song and you're really coming out with it, you know, that's what you want. You want that sort of emphasis, that power. You want all the air coming from your diaphragm, forcing its way up through your vocal cords and pushing out. And for some people, when they go into those high ranges and it goes into those head voices, they lose that impact. And so there are some singers who I don't like to listen to when they do their higher stuff, just for that particular reason. But people like Michael Jackson and David Bowie's and you know, and Freddie, of course, you know, they have a lot more control of being able to do higher, but also keeping it really within that chest, which means that you have much more strength and power to what you're doing. I love the way that Freddie also just adapts certain songs, because again, they are a master when it comes to beautiful harmonies when you're doing a song and making it just this incredible piece. But what does fall flat on, I think, in some cases, is that sense of kind of connection sometimes, which I don't think really works. And that's in its sort of translation to putting it into a live performance, because they try. Some bands will try and literally recreate everything that you do in the live kind of studio performances and try to recreate that on stage. And you can't. In a lot of cases you can't, because in some cases they'll go, right, we're going to do, like, let's say Bohemian Rhapsody as an example. That would be a killer to try and perform live. You know, especially if you're Freddie, where you're constantly dancing around and moving around like that, you're using more energy. When you're in the studio, you go, right, I'm going to stay still, right, okay, we'll just pause, we'll just allow ourselves to catch our breath, we'll be in the zone, we'll make sure we fully warm up. You don't necessarily have the adrenaline of the audience that could make you kind of mess up and maybe go off note. And the problem with certain bits like that is it's so reliant on those really tight harmonies, it can fall apart if you don't do it justice. And of course, when you're doing that 20-minute set, which is arguably, you know, we've witnessed the greatest 20-minute set in history, you know, arguably. Again, let me know in the comments if you think there's a better one. But as an overall point, you know, it is just wonderful to watch masters at work. You know, taking songs, taking the audience along with you on this incredible journey in a way that the live stage show doesn't. I am a fan of musicals. I perform in musicals. I do a lot of them, and my group local to me are going to be performing We Will Rock You next year. They've managed to get the rights fixed. It's been put out for amateur release and everything. And it is the only show that I have ever walked out on. Yeah, it was that bad. I went to watch it in the West End, and it was because of that made me refuse point blank to watch the Meatloaf kind of Bad Out of Hell musical. Because I was feared it was going to be the same, and for what people had told me, I would have been right in my assertions there. Because I just view that show as a cash grab. I don't see it as presenting anything artistically different. I don't see a storyline there. What I see is a bunch of greedy producers who go, what is a very iconic band? Queen. Okay? They're beloved by millions around the world. If we put that on, people will flock to see it because of the name Queen. Problem is, you take these songs and you go, okay, we've now got to create a story to make these songs fit in. There is no story. There is no cohesion. There is no plot. There's just nothing other than, admittedly, some reasonably talented individuals performing some songs to an adequate standard. But they're no Freddie. They don't come close to Freddie. And that's why I could never put my name to performing a show like that, because I'm not Freddie. I'm not Brian May. I don't come anywhere close to it. And I do not want to tarnish the legacy, I guess you could say, of that. But other people may disagree, and they like that kind of stuff. I personally don't. I think what Freddie and the band have done over decades is nothing short of miraculous. The closest one for me that I could say is a band that were able to constantly evolve and adapt and change and still put out very good music is Bon Jovi. I'm a big Bon Jovi fan. You know, listen to all their stuff, you know, right back from starting with Runaway and, you know, that album with like Shot Through the Heart and Roulette and things like that, going all the way through into like the you know, the era of Have a Nice Day album, and you know, when they went into sort of country music, and then when they had sort of their pop era, and then one of their best albums and the most underrated albums in my personal view, This Left Feels Right, which was you know, where they took some of their biggest hits and they sort of rearranged them and made them, you know, some of them acoustic and stuff, which honestly, the acoustic version of It's My Life from that album, if you never listened to it, you need to check it out. It's amazing. But that is my reaction to Queen live at Wembley. No, was it? Well, actually, yeah, was it Wembley? I think it was at Wembley. I could be wrong there. But what we did see is well over 100,000 people just having the absolute time of their lives whilst trying to raise money for a very, very worthy cause at the same time. So, although that obviously we're watching this with the joy of seeing Freddie, let's not forget the real purpose of this concert and for these bands and what they were performing for. So, if you can, spare some money, send it to whatever charity you can that could help those that are, less fortunate than you are. I'll be doing the same, and I just hope that we can make the world a slightly better place than what it is, and we can do that through love, do that through music, and just being kind to one another. Thank you so very much for watching, as always. And for now, my name's Kevin. I'm a geek. You've been watching Kevin the Geek.